Medawisla is the third facility of the Appalachian Mountain Club's Maine Woods Initiative, which protects 75,000 acres of land east of Moosehead in Maine's 100-mile wilderness along the Appalachian Trail. And this particular lodge is one that AMC purchased and operated, a traditional sporting camp that had been operating on this site since the 50s. And due to disrepair, AMC closed it and was rethinking what it would look like in its future iteration. And so we were able to design and build this facility utilizing the LUPC's revised recreational lodging rules. We're able to do this by really reaching out early on to LUPC staff. I remember some meetings in Augusta where we went down and met with the staff and talked about what our goals and objectives were, really before we had even started working with architects on designing the facility, and started talking about concepts and what we were hoping to accomplish in the end. And I think that kind of transparency up front really helped shape a positive and successful project, because the staff were then giving us guidance on what was feasible, what would work, and what we needed to do within the permitting framework to make that happen. And that led to a really positive and constructive working relationship with the staff throughout the duration of the multi-year project. For this project, we wanted to be able to build a facility that was a bit larger than traditional sporting camps and be able to accommodate a wider range of audiences and make it welcoming and for a lot more people to be able to experience the Maine Woods. AMC has a pretty big role in supporting that effort, and we feel that our facilities are one step of many that we can leverage to help revitalize this region and showcase it as a world-class destination for tourism and nature-based activities. So the UT is a really remarkable and world-class swath of North Woods, and a really important resource for us to protect, and the LUPC is tasked with managing that and protecting that resource. And within that, there's actually a fair amount of development that can happen. It's a pretty big job for the LUPC to figure out what development fits within that landscape and is appropriate and can exist without taking away from the quality of the resource, and what doesn't fit. Along with that, development permitting is pretty complicated, and as a conservation organization, we like that. We think that it should be pretty complicated, and you should have to demonstrate throughout that process that it is compatible development with this resource that is so important for us to protect.